Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles the Manson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. This is a show that's going to piss off a lot of people, but it's the bloody truth, and we're going to talk about it, and I don't care. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want today's full show before it comes out on YouTube, stream it for free on the Dreamers Pro podcast. We have pin below. Anyway, let me get into this topic here. As you guys know, there have been a lot of athletes that people have made excuses for throughout the history of sports. But in my personal view, no athlete, especially in the sport of basketball, has gotten more passes and had more apologists in the media than LeBron. It is not close. It is to the point where people now act like as if losing doesn't matter. It got so bad where they found a way to change the narrative from winning to now ring culture is toxic. When LeBron was winning all them championships, they was up there twerking it up, knocking over drinks, slapping each other with honey, high-fiving each other, gyrating all over the place. Do you know why? Because they were like, oh, we winning championships. Well, I thought championships didn't matter. I guess championships, they lose their value the minute LeBron can't win any. And then there's just been this reoccurring theme over the past 20 years, which is we got to get LeBron some help. What are we going to do for LeBron to get LeBron some help? And I'm sitting here thinking, why is it LeBron's birthright to win championships? Why? Everybody else had to figure out a way to win. Kobe had to do it. Jordan had to do it. Duncan had to do it. Dirk had to do it. D. Wade had to do it. Bird had to do it. But when it comes to LeBron, we have to sit up here and basically turn the media into one big machine of what are we going to do to help LeBron get to get LeBron help. And I'm like, why is this always the narrative? Why is it all? Everybody knows this except LeBron. Everybody knows this. So what happened? This morning I was scouring through the internet, and I came across a clip from The Odd Couple, one of my favorite shows, featuring Chris Broussard and Rob Parker. And as they were talking about it, they were discussing this very issue. Chris Broussard specifically. Chris Broussard, if you know anything about him, he's a LeBron supporter. He has been supporting LeBron and defending him for well over a decade now. I remember him back on ESPN First Take days defending LeBron when he choked in the finals. I remember him then. I remember watching those shows of Chris Broussard defending LeBron James then. That's how far it goes back. That's how much he's been defending LeBron. But even Chris Broussard has reached the point where he is actually fed up of this narrative of we need to get LeBron help, and this needs to be the number one talking point of the NBA media all season long, which is how are we going to get LeBron James more help to win championships? And that's what we want to get into today. But before we even get into his comments, this video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. PrizePicks is really simple. Instead of just selecting a team, you just select two or more players, pick more or less their projected stats, and then you place your entry. For example, this week, I'm selecting two entries. Stephen Curry for more than 25 points, and then I got Anthony Davis for more than 2 blocks and Damian Lillard for more than 4 3-pointers made. PrizePicks is also the only daily sports platform with an injury insurance policy. So for example, if you have a player who gets injured in the first half and doesn't return to the second half, that player gets automatically rebooted. What I also love about PrizePicks is that it offers weekly promotions like Taco Tuesdays. Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value. So go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. That's go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. And once again, once you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do is want to play exactly what Chris Broussard and Rob Parker had to say on The Odd Couple, and then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what they had to say here.
It is not easy, obviously.
Right, but
building around LeBron and AD or LeBron, it just don't. These are pretty good players. They're not getting it out. If everybody wants to blame Darvin Ham, fine.
Didn't he win the in-season tournament?
Won the in-season tournament. They went to the Western Conference Finals a year ago with Darvingham. I'm saying this, Rob. Look, are we screaming from the top of our lungs? What is Philly gonna do to get Joel Embiid a championship?
Right.
What is Milwaukee gonna do to get Giannis a championship?
Right.
Boston, Denver, do they need? I mean, this is your squad. If LeBron and AD are still that good, make it happen. I mean, at least to the point where you might be a top 8 seed. It's just not a birthright. When Jordan was in Washington, was there all this talk about we got to get him somebody so he can win? You play it out. When Kobe's last year, was it all that talk?
The last 6 years in Kobe, Chris. I mean, let's think about whatever they did. What did they not make it, Rob G, the last 5 or 6 years of Kobe's career? Chris, Kobe wasn't in the playoffs the last 5 years.
That's what I'm saying. And again, look, I would love to see LeBron get a team that could compete for a championship. I'm just saying, every single year, everybody's hand-wringing over what should his team do. I've never seen this. Steph, is everybody yelling about the Warriors got to do something? I don't get it. I don't get it. I guess is it because we know LeBron needs 6 or, wants to get the 6?
There you go. You just said it. Because it's about LeBron. And people feel like, well, he can't waste away his last few years because people know deep down that if he can't even get to the 6, Chris, even though he's lost all those other championships, they know without having 6, he don't have a real case. Like they need the 6 so to be able to say, well, he won as many as him. He went to many more. He's the all-time leading scorer. You got to compile this other stuff. He won the first in-season tournament. He did this. He did that. But if LeBron is stuck on 4, Chris, right, with 6 losses or whatever it is, then what is your argument? What is your argument?
I think Jordan is the GOAT. I think there's an argument for LeBron. I mean, if I don't, agree with it, but obviously the longevity, the individual accomplishments, as far as the counting stats, the leading scorer all time, going to be top 5 in assists. And winning with multiple teams. Like, that's the argument. I think Jordan's argument is better, but you're right. You might have hit it on the head, Rob. Maybe I guess that's it. I guess everybody is like, to make it a real discussion,
right,
or to convince the old heads like us, or something like LeBron maybe he's got to win another. Because I've never seen this, Rob.
Right,
I've never seen
everything is, no matter what they've done, no matter what players they've cleaned out, no matter who they bring in, it's never enough. If things aren't going right, and you just said it, AD's having an all-star season, LeBron's having an all. That's not enough to win, Chris.
Right. That's not enough to even be like legitimately competitive.
Right,
that's
what I'm saying. How could that not be enough?
So you heard what Chris Broussard had to say. Listen, do you know that in some of the recent shows that I've seen Chris Broussard being critical of LeBron and holding him accountable, do you know that I've actually gone through the comment sections of some of those shows and I've read LeBron supporters saying Chris Broussard is a fake LeBron James supporter. He's always been taking shots at LeBron. He's not a real LeBron supporter. He's a fake LeBron supporter. In the mind of it is fascinating what goes on in a LeBron James fan's mind. It is fascinating. The amount of honey and twerking that takes place within these people's mind is unlike anything I have ever seen before. And the minute they notice that you not twerking with them, they gonna stop the music, pull you over to the side and ask you, why you not twerking with us? We over here gyrating, knocking over drinks, running people over, bursting through the door, and you over here not twerking. I don't understand it. It's like, you know how they say you got to be on code? You got to be on twerk mode with these people 100% of the. And if you not twerking, they'll turn on their own. According to these people, Chris Broussard is hating. Just imagine. Chris is stating the obvious that everybody else sees except these dudes. The story has always been and will always be LeBron never has help. He never has help. And how are we going to get him some more help? This is one of the main reasons Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal got into that heated argument a number of years ago. I think it was in 2018 or so on NBA on TNT. Because Charles Barkley was like, you want everybody? You want everybody? And these people are like, how dare you? My question is this. If LeBron is as good as you say he is, why can't he win? If he is as good as you say he is, why can't he win? Then the obvious answer then becomes, he's not as good as you say he is. That's it. That's all. It's not a matter of, oh, he needs more help. They have 2 all-star players on that roster. 2. And according to you jokers, they got the GOAT. So it's like 2 plus 1. And they still are out there floundering. And the answer is always, who are we going to get? Every time I open up my Instagram, is it D'Angelo Russell for this guy? DeJounte Murray? Is it this guy for this guy? Is it Shaq for Hakeem? Is it this? Who will the Lakers get next? I'm like, yo, what is going on? Who cares? Who cares? And for Chris Broussard, who is a LeBron supporter, for him to be saying that, and like, he ran out of honey. He ran out of honey. He's like, I'm tired. I've been twerking with you dudes for you. I'm tired. God damn it, I'm tired. And they're like, nah, in the comment, no, you're not a real LeBron supporter. He a low-key hater because he not willing to twerk for the cause. If he not twerking 100% of the time, he ain't really a LeBron. Y'all dudes be on something else. And they're not gonna like this video. They're not gonna like it, but I'm gonna say what I think. You dudes are too much. Enough is enough. Like, enough is enough. I don't even care if LeBron, I don't care. Like, I'm tired. Please, like, let's talk about something else. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.